All right, so now let's go through a landing page design walkthrough here. Now, I use ClickFunnels. There's a ton of different funnel building softwares out there. I'll leave a link, or I'll even go through perhaps some additional types of funnel building services out there. ClickFunnels has just been the easiest for me. So let me go ahead and walk you through how I would set up a funnel. So the first thing that I would do is I would go to Add New here. And then there's two sections. There's the cookbook builder process, which I like to utilize more often than not. This is where you're getting set up with some templates that are essentially done for you, and you just got to change out some key pieces of information. Or a classic funnel builder, which is more step by step, and you're kind of just starting from scratch, and you're inputting kind of what you're looking for. I'm just going to go ahead and go to this Start Cookbook here. All right, so what this now shows me is different types of funnels for different types of industries, and essentially what I'm trying to accomplish, right? If I'm trying to sell a product, if I'm trying to create an event, generate leads. Let's say for this one here, let's say we're trying to generate leads, okay? And then we have the goals down here, which is fantastic. So I want their contact information, or I want them to fill out an application. I want them to fill out a survey. Just for this simple example here, I want their contact information. And so typically what we can use here for generating leads and just getting their contact information is this simple lead magnet funnel here. So let's go ahead and select this one. And down here we can see all of the lead magnet forms here, and these are all super simple. I love these because they are just super easy to just navigate through, and if we want to generate leads for a particular business, maybe we're a coach, we're a consultant, these are some of the best here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click on this one here, the JSON or JSON lead magnet funnel. And then this is essentially how it looks. You got a one step here, and it says discover what you need to know about setting up, running a profitable business. Okay, great. So then we just go to get funnel, and this automatically gets added to our ClickFunnels here. All right, so now we just go here to edit page, and this is going to pull up the funnel here. Now you can see here everything is laid out in like different blocks. You got rows, you got columns, you got sections. Now, before we dive into the landing page elements here, I want to show you what this menu is up here and what all the buttons do essentially. So this is going to show us a mobile version of how this looks, okay? And then we're going to go back here to the desktop. This is for different apps. You don't really need that unless you're doing something custom, which I typically don't recommend you do. Here's the settings. So if you want to integrate like a MailChimp or GetResponse, your automated email sequence set up there, where when somebody actually submits their information here, they get put into your email autoresponder sequence so that they can get the product or the lead magnet that they purchased or downloaded from submitting their information. SEO metadata here, when you essentially put this website up and live, you want to make sure you have the proper title here. So let's say I would put lead magnet example, and this is how it's going to show up in Google. Okay, learn how to generate leads on demand. Okay, because or else what ends up happening is you'll have your landing page be whatever was there previously, and it just doesn't look good. So, okay, you're good there, and then we go to save. And so we are good to go there. Now, tracking code, this is for like a Facebook pixel or even like the Google UTM tracking information here. You want to put that up here. And then we have the background, essentially the background image here. If you want to change this, you can see how it looks different. The design, the background here, we're just going to put it to full center. I think that's how it was. Yep, just like that. We'll leave it off. Okay, great. And then the typography here, obviously this is the font. If you want to change that, text color, and then the general here, where if you have the asset, once they submit their information here, are they going to get taken to a specific page, or are they going to download a specific page here? So as you can see, I have a digital asset. I have a landing page that is just like this. So let me actually show you how my particular landing page looks, where I have this digital asset. I'm actually using this theme here, and you'll see kind of how I changed it and modified it. So let's go right here, and let me type this in here. Let me make a duplicate copy of this, and then juangalvan.com. Okay, for whatever reason this is showing that it's not secure. It should be. So let me see here. Advanced. Not sure why that's showing that there, but it should be secure. So here we can see get my free cheat sheet. Learn my 3-step system to get clients in any niche with a few simple little tricks. Get my free cheat sheet. And then this button pops up. And then they have a cheat sheet to essentially have them put in their information. They're going to get this cheat sheet, you know, that explains exactly how to do that. Okay. And then I have the 3 secrets here. I have the button here again. I have some testimonials here, right? So it's essentially the same exact kind of framework. And I'm just having people come in here and submitting their information to get my cheat sheet. Let's go back over here. So I use this theme, okay? And so how I'm actually updating this is essentially, let's say I want to change this here, okay? Just click on that, and then I can change this right here, nice and simple, discover. Or if I want to take this a step further, maybe get a little bit more granular with it, I can change the actual font size here, change the margin. This goes up and down. And I don't want to make this a full-on ClickFunnels tutorial, because that can be a whole nother course in and of itself. Just want to kind of give you an overview of the designing of the landing page and kind of the walkthrough and how everything kind of works here for the most part through ClickFunnels. So then I have the text color, bold color, icon color, if I want to put those in here. And then we have the advanced up here, where we can put the line height. That shows you like that. We'll go back to, I think it was 1 right there. Letter spacing, radius, padding, the borders here if you want to have like a full border. So that's that for this section here. And so this button here is essentially what people are going to be putting in, right? So that they can submit their information. So this button right here, and you can put set action. And so with the set action, this is where you want this to get set up. Do you want this to go to the next step in the funnel? Do you want them to open up a pop-up? Or do you want them to go into a Facebook opt-in? Do you want them to go to a specific page on your website? Whatever that may be, right? You have full control here as to what this button's going to do. And I typically just have the opens a pop-up, and you can see the pop-up right here, show pop-up. And this is how this looks. So I changed this, right, from this here to this here, and it's very simple. So all we do here is this is where we add the images, right? If you want to add a new image in there. And let's say that you deleted this, but you still wanted an image there, right? So really all you would need to do is click on this, add a new element, and add image. It's that simple. If you want to move this up here, it's literally drag and drop. You want to go ahead and add another image and maybe put it down here or up here. It's that simple as well. And if you want to kind of change up the spacing here, so you can move this up. And if you want to maybe have some space between these two here, go to the little circle there and then the top margin, see? So that's how you're able to space that out really, really simply. And so let's say I wanted to add another piece of content here, okay? So let's say we wanted to add a paragraph, that simple right there. We wanted to add, let's say, a video. I mean, it's that simple. We can add in all these different elements. I'm going to exit out of that. Now we can edit the settings here. Just like pretty much like I showed you, we can get a lot more in depth. And then the advanced, we can have shadows. We can have this button here do a bunch of stuff. Let me show you. So let's say we wanted that button to have kind of a wobble. And there you go. So it kind of wobbles there. Or even, let's go to advanced, button, bounce. There we go. So it kind of stands out, and it actually even looks pretty good here, depending on the kind of setup that you have. So you want it to have like a bounce. There you go. Or maybe even rocking. And these kind of effects are really good because they help with conversions. They help, pop this button out so people can be drawn to it, right? So let's say you wanted to then add, some more information, kind of like I did for mine. You come down here and you add a new section, okay? And this section is essentially, what these are, right? Like this is a section here. So let me show you full width, okay? And then in here, within the section, we have columns, okay? So 1 column, 2 column. This is, let me even go here. So this right here is 2 columns, right? You can see the picture there, and then on the right-hand side, those are 2 columns. So same thing here. If we want that kind of setup, we go 2 columns. Okay, and there we go. And so we can literally go like this. Let's say clone this and move this down here into that, and then take this. Well, we got to take bits and pieces here. So let's say if we want to just take this and move it down here. Okay, nice and simple. And let's say we wanted to have like the 3 sections. Let me just go ahead and delete this. But let's say we wanted to have like the 3 sections here, where kind of like how I have it down here, where this is what you're going to learn, 3 different things. So 3 columns. And so this is where we would set this up here. We could have like a button here. Let's go right here. Let's go to the button. There's a button right there. We can change this button with the color. We can go to the advanced section if we want to make this button like even larger. If we want to have shadow in here, let me show you. There's dark shadow and then text shadow. You want it to have dark shadow here, and then let's go hard shadow. You see the kind of the background kind of lighted up there. You go no shadow, and then some where's the dark shadow? There you go. There's a dark shadow with highlight. So there's a lot of different features, functionalities here. So this is essentially how you want to start developing a landing page, right? You want to look at what is your main objective. Do you want to generate leads? Do you want to sell a product, right? And so once you have that understanding, then you can go ahead and look for different funnels that solve that problem. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you different types of funnels that are done for you with email sequences and everything, and all you need to do is literally just put in your information as the funnel is already designed, and then you're going to be ready to go with a highly converting sales funnel. So that's it for this one here. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.